blah, 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 blah. Ham. You're listening to Radio Espacito.
Esposito.
Esposito. I don't remember.
Possible.
Es posible.
Oh,
Willkommen
son
to
of a bitch.
episode Son of a Bitch.
Episode son of a bitch.
Because you need it more than I.
Sound good.
You need it more than I need it.
More than I needed.
Terrible. This intro is gonna suck bunch of dicks, but it's gonna work
Practice makes
because I
perfect.
am tricks. Full of tricks. When I'm not full of shit, I am full of tricks. Welcome to episode 124 of the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Ilias.
And me, Esposito, Roberto.
Today we're going to talk about 2021.
21.
What's up with 2021? What are we going to be up to? And how do
Who
we plan
knows?
for this upcoming year? Is it going to be a shit show like this one?
Probably.
Or are we going to make the best out of it?
Probably not.
We're
Spoiler alert.
also going to talk Mandalorian wrap up and
Tattoo poster,
wrap up. A lot of wrap ups.
Yeah. Gifts. Oh yeah, this is after Christmas, so
after Christmas.
I gave you my thought.
The
Yeah.
very next day.
She ran away. Did I tell you the story about how I woke myself up with a massive fart in this girl's
Cool.
bed
Oh shit!
while she was like snuggling me?
Nice.
Thankfully, she's a heavy sleeper. So
Oh shit!
she didn't wake up, but for like the next half hour,
That's the thing. I think she fucking noticed.
I was dying because I wanted to laugh so hard, but wasn't allowed to. But like seriously, I woke
Oh,
myself
gee.
up with a fart. Like
Nice. She was
So-
like, "Did you feel the breeze?"
yeah, I did.
Yeah, the breeze.
Definitely did.
Between us. And now that you're here, so far away.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how you been?
All good. I've done nothing but play video games and sleep too little.
That sounds like
Also,
living the dream.
I can't drink out of a glass because my beard is too long now. We're at that point. I've never been there before, so
You just keep bitching about everything. Just shut your face and drink that goddamn alcohol.
I am. So
Yeah.
is my beard.
Good. Yeah. Save some for
No,
later.
I just meant that this is a new milestone in my beardedness. Like, I've never had a beard this scruffy and long. So I'm discovering new ways of it fucking up my eating.
Well, I guess it's more the mustache, isn't it?
It is the mustache
The
part.
mustache is really like just this pillow that stops everything from going into your mouth.
See, it's the mustache. It's coming into my drink. It's a fucking it up. But it is. Like, I'm at a point with my beard now that I need to trim it. But I'm also not working, so I don't have to trim shit.
No, but you are like at Kratos level.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, this is a good look for you.
I just need to. The thing is, when I shave it, it always looks weirder to me than when it's scruffy. Like, scruffy is just scruffy. It looks the way it looks. But when I shave it, it feels artificially weird, like
Yeah.
wrong. Like
Yeah.
shaving your face, basically, from beard to
Oh,
no
yeah.
beard. That's what I'm dealing with
But you do gain a couple of years when you do that.
every time.
Every
Also,
time.
you look a bit thinner. Like, you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you lost some pounds? Yeah, on my face.
Exactly. Well, you probably would if you shaved at this stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably the truth. God damn it. Trying not to have my beard dripping.
Yeah.
Or mustache.
But yeah,
cool.
we got some bubbles from.
Yeah, because of Mac's birthday. Mac.
Oh shit!
So,
I forgot.
Underverket, thank you again for
everything.
everything.
Actually.
Yeah, we wouldn't have this awesome setup. Or the setup we would have. The room and the place we wouldn't have.
Or friends.
Or friends, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Or
beat us in darts.
Yeah. Fuck you, Eric.
Fellman.
God damn it, Feldman.
Baxter Fellman. No, just nobody likes the fly.
Nobody does. No. Yeah, I'm also good, by the way.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I was going to get to that
No,
part.
you weren't.
No,
No, I
I wasn't.
could see
I
it.
totally forgot.
You're too busy trying to drink.
Yeah, I'm just going to drink this and then go back to my Coke.
Yeah. No, seriously, I haven't done shit. Well, that's not really true. This weekend was first of all,
Yeah.
I actually took a Christmas break. So Friday was my last day at work, and then like a full week off, and then I'm working next Saturday, so the 26th, and then like another week off. It's fucking amazing. I don't actually remember when I had this much time off, like by choice. It's amazing.
That's awesome, dude.
Yes, I feel like I deserve it, but I probably don't. But yeah, so what I did this weekend was the typical, like, I am free from work Christmas thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just locked myself in with a whole bunch of alcohol and weed and started creating until it was time to do the podcast.
Very nice.
Pretty much. So.
And you also texted me at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, I know. I thought it was closer to 4.
No, it was maybe it was 3:40.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that
I saw it later that following day.
I was up until like 6 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but that's what I do. Like, I just sit down and I start sketching or doing something with clay or whatever it is. The clay is silent.
clay silent?
Yes.
The exact same thing.
And and I just keep going until I kind of pass out and then wake up and keep going. Like, it sounds horrible probably, but it is like one of the best things that I love doing.
I would probably do the same if I was not, like if I didn't have a family.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You just keep going until you don't go, and then you wake up and keep going.
Exactly. So like with this, when I have this sort of period during the year of doing all of this, I really go into like, fuck, it would be so nice to just be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to do this a few times a year and just create a whole bunch of stuff and live off of that.
That would be fucking cool, yeah.
Like, oh my God, that would be awesome.
And I've gotten to that point more now that I'm older, because I never saw myself doing that. I'm not that type of artist.
No, same.
But now that I've sort of gotten this interest for painting and hating myself a little for not doing this earlier,
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, it would.
But we would grow very, very sick and tired of it too, I think.
Oh, definitely. I think whatever sort of dream or achievement you want to reach, it's never as rosy as you think it's going to be. You know, like what I mean? Like
Rosie and Jim. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's never as, like freelancing. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to be my own boss and shit.
No.
There's so much that goes into that. Yeah, that it sucks. No, but that's what I mean. Like, unless you
it's not for everybody.
It isn't. And if you're not making big money, like every gig is important. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, you need to like, you become a prostitute is what I always say. Like you have to jump on everything that comes your way.
Like you're dependent on every gig.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And even when you like still have money, you don't know what next week or next month is going to be like. So you still keep saying yes to everything. And then you end up in that sort of trap until you go, fuck it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is what real prostitutes do. But yeah, no, that was a really bad joke.
You haven't improved since last week.
Never will, Elias. Never will.
It's been 4 years in the making.
Yeah.
Like, that 10,000 hours thing doesn't matter. It doesn't apply.
No.
Because how many hours of podcasting do we have now?
Is it 500 hours?
I don't know. But it's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So slowly getting to those 10,000.
Yeah. Look forward to that. But yeah, just creating nonsense, trying to pass it off as Christmas gifts, and we'll see how
Will Smith. His name is Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will.
Smith. I just heard Will Smith. Just like this.
This is going to be the worst episode of the year, and it's going to be the last episode.
It's the worst episode of the whole year.
When I did a holding and
mumbling Joe's
real good cheer.
It's the most terrible show of the year. Wow, Robert.
Yeah, I know. I always
just that's
Scooby. Yes.
And we're not even drunk. Fuck, the drunk episode is actually way better than this one.
Right.
And we haven't even started. We haven't.
Like, what are we doing, man?
Okay, so let's dive straight into it.
Intro song. No. Just butchering everything.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
And we're back. Just fuck it. There is no saving that.
There is no saving
There
it.
is no saving.
Thank you all for listening. And,
Oh, yeah, let's do
hope
that
you have
now.
a good New Year's Eve, and goodbye.
Yeah, hope you had. Yeah, hope Christmas was awesome. Thank you for listening. Maybe give this show as a Christmas gift to someone that deserves it.
Yeah,
You know,
like your worst enemy.
that's what I was thinking as well. Just punish someone with this
Exactly.
Christmas special.
I hate you, Grandma.
Fuck you, Grandma.
Listen to my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah. So spread it
So-
and eat it.
and leg it.
And like- I feel so extremely retarded today, and sorry for saying retarded.
Dude, I haven't slept. I've just been playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And then playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's all I can remember. That is my week.
Yeah.
And I haven't drawn shit. I haven't Instagrammed, whatever, social media did, right?
Social edit.
Sure.
Social.
I tried to find a fun word for it. It sucks.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything but play video games, then be a parent, then go back to playing video games. That's it. And I haven't slept properly in a week.
Fantastic. So,
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
It's
good
gonna be
new
a good
year.
episode.
Yeah, that too.
I feel more slurred today, like not racial slurs, just normal slurring.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get
Than
to the
ever.
racial one for sure. Always.
This actually does feel like an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just watched.
Goal achieved. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're role models. But yeah. So we're going to look into the future.
The future.
Sober. And
Definitely
And-
not.
try to see sort of what we have planned for ourselves or what we should expect.
Yeah, and also maybe like set some goals
Mhm.
and just random predictions. Are we gonna survive another year? Like, let's just start there.
Start there. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, I feel that no matter what they're throwing at us at this point, like, oh, it's getting worse, it's getting better. Like, I feel that I have, like, it's not like last time it happened, the first time it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it feels like, okay, well, I just need to do this and this, and I'll be fine.
Exactly. Just keep
I-
doing what we've been doing.
Exactly
less.
that. My work allows me to work from home. Not a problem. Don't have to worry. I don't have to think about that anymore. It's handling itself, basically.
Yeah.
And my wife works in the business that she does, so that complicates things for her a bit, but I don't think that she'll have to worry, like, moving forwards, at least short term.
And now they have started giving out the vaccines.
I
in
haven't
certain
read the
countries.
news at all.
So like that's already underway. So hopefully towards the end of next year,
It hasn't
we-
mutated.
Yeah, which it probably will.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it will get a lot better, and
Yeah.
if we're super lucky, maybe it's gonna be back to normal in a year or so. Doubt it.
My wife actually took the test last week as well.
Oh, she
'Cause
did?
because someone at work
So what's her
had-
IQ now?
Yeah, I don't know. She's not very... No. No, but seriously, she did it because someone at work had come into work feeling a bit bad. But that person, I think they had it, but my wife tested negative.
Okay.
So we're good.
Yeah. But like those
You never
tests
know,
are
yeah.
always like
Yeah, you don't know. Like,
yeah, exactly. You never fucking know.
Yeah,
And
so-
that's why I'm so sick of everything. Fuck it.
no, I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me at all.
No.
Like, I don't follow the news because news is garbage place to find out about stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
but seriously,
yeah.
I just don't worry about it.
No,
Like,
same.
if it's
same.
important enough, the information will reach me.
Yeah. Hopefully. There's always Facebook. You can always rely on Facebook.
Exactly, the best reliable source for
God, I hate Facebook so fucking much.
Yes,
Oh my
I haven't used it at all.
Yeah, all right. So let's talk a little bit work and work goals.
Yeah, I think like moving forwards, like this year, since I'm going to be doing something new at work again.
What is new?
So
Because you've done pretty much everything almost. Like
yeah, but like it depends on how much you've done of everything. Because if I can explain my work,
yes,
like
please.
as quickly as we can explain things at the
No,
on
but
this
I
show.
wanted to ask you about this too, because I don't think
for those that
people
don't know, yeah,
exactly.
for those that don't know, I work with casino games.
Boo!
Exactly, and and the zero fucks that I give about that. But honestly, though, it is, I think, the most creative job that I've had, with the biggest fucking freedom to do whatever the fuck I want within the parameters of what we do. But still, like whatever concept I want to sort of dive into, I can dive into.
You're still the devil. But
Yeah, I'm still the devil, but and then we sell these games to real casinos. That's what we do. But on my end, at least, it is basically you get a team handed to you, and then within that team, you decide sort of what is your strong suit, and then you sort of like, so we are two artists usually. One sort of lead artist that does all the drawing, painting, one supporting artist, and one is a lead as well. And then, like one animates a bit more than the other one. And then we have, developers and all the other people that we don't know what they do because wizards. But mainly I will be the lead on this project. And we all start off with sort of drawing our own pitches. So we get this theme like, oh, it's like old civilization something in the future.
and
That's
just go.
it. And then just go. You can sort of like lean into that as much as you want, and twist it and turn it. As long as it sort of adheres to the feeling that they want to achieve.
Yeah.
So
Do you have like a limit to how many
no
pitches you can do?
No,
Or?
you can do as many as you want.
That's awesome.
Because like the thing is, we're split up into a team already.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna make something, but we're just gonna find a concept that we all believe in. So we all just start off with like a broad spectrum. So what I do is like I draw a lot of little thumbnails, like not polished, but polished enough for you to see what it is.
Yeah.
And then when we find something like, oh, I like this space Egypt thing, or like I like this futuristic, I don't know, like Aztec, like whatever the fuck it is, like old civilization stuff.
Yeah.
And then we just like once we've done those, then we like choose number 1 and 5 and move on with those.
So
As a
bottleneck
team.
it.
Yeah, so we just we choose something that we believe in, and then we just run with it.
Awesome.
And then we take it further. So now we have sort of the setting.
Mm-hmm.
We sort of refine that a bit, and then start adding, symbols and sort of what the symbols would look like on the reels,
Flesh out the game more. or
Flesh
less.
out the game just so that it doesn't have to be, finished looking.
But just so you
But
have
just
the,
so that
the
you have
different
a
pieces.
clear like vision of where it's going at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can just copy paste images if you wanted to. I just don't want people to get attached to those, so I never present with cut and paste.
Yeah.
But you can just like do paint overs and stuff if you want to. Like I like to draw from scratch.
Yeah.
But it's just mix and match, whatever the fuck you're comfortable with. They don't really care. Like I've shown some really rough sketches at some point, like that, because I presented a lot last time, and then they took my worst one, like sketch-wise, because that one appealed to them, the feeling.
But that's the thing with sketches as well.
Yeah.
They get so much more like alive
Yeah.
in a way. Like not every time.
Not every time, but these are
yeah.
colored sketches,
Mhm.
they're not just black and whites or anything like that. It's just like, I do refine them to a point, but they're very sort of rough. Like if you look at the details, there's
I mean, it's still
nothing.
just a concept. So
Yeah, exactly.
at that stage,
So-
you don't have to have anything polished.
No,
just
no.
as long as it presents the idea and
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. As long as they read what you want
Yeah.
them to sort of read and feel about it, then you're good.
Yeah, but that also, like, in my head, that makes you a little bit more professional
Yeah.
because you don't need to over polish stuff.
Yeah.
You know when it's good to show,
Yeah.
or maybe you're just lazy and
it's a great.
nobody
They go
knows.
hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the balance there. Like
Well,
I
it's like-
always feel like I've done too little
Yeah.
seeing other people's stuff because I think they hold themselves to a higher standard than I care for. So it's always like, oh shit. Okay, they presented it so well as well,
Yeah.
where I am just like, this is the sketch. Fuck it. It's a screenshot from my iPad, and they just like, I took it into Photoshop, and then I made a new canvas, and I placed everything. You know, I don't go to those lengths.
But, okay, but so what's the new thing?
So the
going
new
to be
thing, I'm gonna be. I was that in the last game as well, the lead artist that is supposed to sort of make sure that everything happens, but also drawing, you know, at the same time. And in this game, I think I will not be drawing as much.
Oh.
I will be taking the art from the new guy that we hired. So he has some experience in the biz, so that's not a problem. Like, he can draw, like, I've seen his stuff. I don't have to do anything there. Like, he's worked for a bit, so he'll handle himself pretty good. But he doesn't know anything about animation.
Yeah.
And I know very little about animating. But it's going to be my job to make sure that a lot of what he creates ends up in the game, is animated, has the effects that it needs, you know.
Oh my God. So
exactly that.
So
I know
like art director and animator.
No, but we have an art director in the team even. So I'm just lead in sort of like making sure that the project is moving forwards, you know, and then
animator.
So I'm going to be some type of, you know, I don't know, FX/
Rector.
animator. I don't even know where you're going with
I
these.
don't know.
We're just morons.
Yeah, I'm like
so-
desperately trying to be
yeah.
funny here. Not
Just
working.
like fucking work. But I appreciate the effort.
No, but it sounds like
But it is a new thing for me. Like, it means that I have to work in Spine and After Effects and trying to, you know. And the problem here is that I know very little about these programs in general. Like, this software is not something that I've used before starting at this company.
Yeah.
And on my last project, I had I used them both to create effects and stuff, but at a very sort of
beginner
type level, where half of it I was just surprised that it came out the way it did. And now I have to do it again on a bigger scale and, you know, in a style that isn't my own, and do all of it.
But to me, that sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
It's gonna be,
but it takes up a lot of time. You know what I mean?
That's what stuff does.
Yeah, but this is
not-
work. This is work that, you know, my 9 to 5. And
Yep.
I don't think 9 to 5 is going to cover this. Like, the gaps of
You'll
the
get
holes.
into it. You
No,
always
but I
do.
think but I think, like, dude, last project was a fucking stress. And this is going to be worse because now I don't even know the shit that I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
So there is a stress. Like, it is always fun because you learn a lot during these things. And this has been my career for always. So it is nothing new. You just go into it. But I think it's going to eat up a lot of my time within work and some stress outside of it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to plan anything outside of this. I think some of my personal stuff will need to take a back seat now that I'm older and wiser. And it's probably not going to work.
Just priorities.
But priorities. Because I think I need to dive into this wholeheartedly so that I can really learn what I need to learn so that it actually sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not coming out of on the other side just being lucky.
No.
So that I actually learned things that I can keep for the next project. Because I've done a lot of I cheated my way through it. The job is done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to do this again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that with this. Like, I want to learn it so that the knowledge stays with me, or as much of it as possible.
And become good at it.
And become good at it so that I can just fucking do this like a wizard.
Yeah.
And not stress about it eventually.
Well, you have the beard, so you're halfway there.
Halfway there, yeah.
So-
It already looks like I've worked a lot. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I have no doubt at all. I know how you work and how you learn things, and it's always really amazing. And I know you're going to kick this one's ass as well.
Yeah.
And I also know that right now you're saying that you don't want to like plan in any other stuff, but
No, I will
like,
do that
to
without
a certain
planning.
point, you're going to be you're going to start craving your own creation too much, and then that's going to like explode into another wave of awesome new things that you're going to do, and maybe even implement some of your newfound skills.
Yeah,
like just to keep that alive and doing your own stuff with it.
Mhm.
So I am very excited to see what's going to happen.
And I told you that I already got an offer for my style, the OPA style,
Yep.
digital,
Yeah.
for an upcoming game or like a game that is being worked on
How
from another company.
How did that progress?
I can't do it because like I had too much to do up until now.
Yeah.
And now I really want to take this time off to not work
Yeah.
because I'm going to be working a lot.
That's always when these things come up.
And
though.
that's it. Yeah.
Always.
And I don't know if it is worth doing right now because since Friday, I just like the stress that let go with
Mhm.
being done with the pitches and all that stuff. Like, and it isn't that they stress us at work. It's just the way that I handle things poorly, apparently, in this case. Because I just wasn't sure about what I was doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, as always, the expectation was way lower than I set the bar to. So
But that's how we work.
it's fine, yeah. So I just don't want to work.
No.
And I said no
Yeah, but
for
that
now.
again, I think that comes with age
Yeah.
and just realizing like, no, it's more important for me to feel good and relaxed
Yeah.
rather than make money
Yeah,
and do cool
definitely.
stuff. Like sometimes you have to be that
I
boring
think
dude.
it was the right call.
But it's all, yeah, I mean, fuck. It's the end of the year. This certain period
Yeah.
of the year is also very stressful, especially for you with kids and all this stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I know you don't stress a lot
No.
of this stuff,
Yeah.
but there's always that, you know, regardless of how much you stress, it's always there. And it's always like in the back of your head,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, we need to do this and this is going to happen and that, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I'd say go for it. Chill
Yeah.
the fuck out. Take your time. You play your cyberpunk.
That's
And
what I'm doing, dude. That's
just take-
all I have planned for this.
Take some you time, you know?
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yes.
So, dude, what is your like the biggest thing coming up next year that you are sort of like want to do or looking forward to? Like what?
First of all,
Yeah.
the two secret poster projects that I've
Mhm.
been working on, they're sort of coming out. Well, both of them are coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I am very excited to be able to show people, and also just to sort of see what happens, because I have no idea if they're even going to be included in the actual project or not.
That's it.
Like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And also, like, one of those is the tattoo project. So
Mhm.
obviously that one still, like, well, actually at this point I have stopped giving a fuck. Now it's more just for me. Like,
Mhm.
it's just for me. So, but still interesting to see what happens with that.
Mhm.
But I want to put more emphasis on my story and book project. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still don't know what to sort of make it, because obviously the end goal is a Netflix movie in some way,
Mhm.
shape, or form.
Not Disney.
Not Disney.
Yeah,
No,
Disney,
I
yeah.
really doubt they're gonna buy this. Oh my God, there's not a single part in this whole story
That
that
screams
is very Disney.
Disney. Not even when she. No.
Like, I'm looking, it's probably more towards the trauma type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it trauma?
Trauma, sorry, yes. But just developing that,
We
and
should watch one of those though.
should we
Yes.
really? Toxic Avenger would be really
Just one
fun.
of them, like or Nukem High, just to see
Like
how
where,
we
where are
perceive
they
them.
now?
Yeah, exactly, just for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So the goal
Yeah.
is to finish the story.
Yeah.
Not have it super polished or anything,
Mhm.
but a first draft that is from start to finish done.
Cohesive.
Yeah, exactly. Fleshed out,
Yeah.
and it's like a full story.
Mhm.
That is the goal. Because it's been, I don't know, months now since I wrote anything.
Mm.
And like, I just revisited some stuff yesterday and started reading what I'd written
Yeah.
and really enjoy it. Like, even just taking a few months break and going back and reading it, it's like, I make myself chuckle because, well,
Mm.
it's my humor, so there. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I forgot how much fun it was. And like, I was way too tired because like I'd already gone to bed when I started reading my stuff.
Mm.
So I immediately wanted to go back and start writing more.
Yeah.
And that sort of fueled that fire. But then again, like seeing will I make it into a graphic novel? Will I start drawing stuff for it? Or will I just keep writing it? Like, there's so many ways I can go with this, and I am very excited to see where that ends up. And also having people now, like, just random people actually, like, oh yeah, like I heard from Nelson that you're, like, maybe you're working on a story. You know, I have some contact here and here, so maybe I could help you push it forward and stuff. So like, people are willing to help, and you
That's
know,
cool.
maybe a script will make it to the Netflix
Someone's
dudes.
hands.
Yeah, you know.
Swedish adaptation of Robert.
Yeah. Oh, dread it. But yeah, so that is, like, I guess the main focus, and hopefully just get to do more poster stuff.
Yeah.
So those two are the main ones. So, but just bouncing back to you, and I know you're not planning too much, but
Oh, I'll probably do more than I say. I just
because we're talking about the stories and stuff, like that to me would be a perfect little side gig for you to do.
my own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. And I don't know how much I'll be writing, at least in the beginning, because it's prioritizing drawing and. But I'm thinking that with the story that I do have, just play around with that in my head and then do a couple of paintings maybe. You
Yeah.
know, like, I don't know. Because, like, just this week, I haven't used social media at all. Like, I posted the top 9 for this year.
Yeah.
That's what I've done. That is the most artistic I've been this week. And I haven't even checked how that post went. You know, I replied to everyone that I saw when I posted it.
Yeah.
Like, around those hours, and I haven't checked back. Like, I haven't been on Instagram today.
That's awesome.
I just have
That
not.
makes me happy.
I
a
did
good thing.
post before I left home about
Okay.
the podcast today.
Oh yeah.
That was the only thing I've done. And that was straight to stories from Spotify.
Yeah, same.
So I haven't been in to see anything, like messages or anything.
I love that you're saying it like it's a really big thing.
No, it isn't a big thing, but for us that use our phones to the extent
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
do, and you know, you want to be internet famous or
the
whatever
social
the fuck.
dilemma thing. Like,
And
yeah. I can see you as
I
that
just-
little girl breaking that plastic thing
Yeah.
and just taking her phone and walking away.
no, but it's just like I don't really like. I just can't give a fuck,
Good. That's a good thing.
and I just want to do other stuff right now. And I know that my Instagram is going really well, and my body just says no. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
was
like,
just about to start singing. You know?
yeah.
My body's telling me no.
I just don't want to do social media right now. Like, I'll do it when I feel like it.
Good. Yeah. But still work on that fucking story and
I will.
create something.
Oh, yeah. And I think that will happen during the...
You should
like this
introduce more new characters. That's
That is
my-
super hard
my
for me.
task for
Yeah,
you.
that is super hard for me because I don't have a story.
No, but you don't have to. Just
but, yeah.
draw
but
cool
maybe,
stuff,
yeah.
and then the story comes after. Yes.
I tried. I wanted to draw her in a type of market or something.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
That's... Like, I still haven't found paper that I can draw on yet.
Oh,
Like, I've used the
excuses.
paper that I have, and I just don't like it. I
No.
want something that is close to purpose.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
gonna
just
be-
can't.
it's gonna be
gonna
hard.
be hard. It's gonna be super. I do have some arcs left from that, you know, the big A4 ones.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like that paper was the best. Like the way that it was sort of natural in its feel, you know, like everything else I've used after that, it has some type of treatment on the paper
Yes.
that makes it like harder and like smoother.
Exactly.
And that doesn't work with the pen that I use like very
Yeah.
well. So
No,
whatever they're treating the paper with, it just sucks.
And now they've changed as well.
Yeah, and they did change. So
So
they
yeah.
also have that now.
So-
And my pen bleeds like a monster.
Son of a bitch. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that sucks.
So yeah, I'm gonna try the Strathmore ones. I've just been too lazy to order them.
Yeah, but they are pretty expensive too.
They are.
Yes.
Don't know if that's worth it,
Uh,
but we'll see.
I mean,
Gotta try.
at least try it. Yeah. No, and again, just really excited to see what you like keep going.
My
with
problem
it.
is
where is it going?
I'm trying to picture it, how I'm gonna do the stories,
Mm.
and I just can't see comics happening, like
No, I
little
know.
panels. Because
Same.
I've looked up,
Same.
like I have on Pinterest, I have saved, comics that I sort of get inspired by.
Yeah, same.
So I have a couple of Black Sad stuff and some, other comics that I don't even know what the fuck they are. I just look how they do the panels,
Mhm.
and I just don't see myself telling the story in that format.
No.
Because I think the magic behind this is the world.
Yeah.
And you don't get a world in comic books. You know what I mean?
No,
like
I
in
know.
that sense, it's like small panels with little stuff on them. I don't want to tell my story like that. I don't know how to do this. 'Cause-
Animated.
Animated. That's
Yeah.
exactly how my mind sees it.
Yeah.
It
But that's
is
why, like,
just
for me,
that.
my story as well is like I see everything in a
In
movie.
yeah, moving pictures. That's how I see it as well. And then I take like, I want that keyframe,
Mhm.
and that's what I draw.
Exactly. But it's so
yeah.
difficult too.
It is, yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Especially when you need to break it down into like a full comic book page
Yeah,
with all of these panels, like you said.
yeah.
It's just like, well, how do I show everything of this world in these
In
4
these
frames or
4
whatever?
frames,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just,
'Cause-
yeah. My brain doesn't work that way either. It's so fucking difficult,
Yeah.
really.
And from what I see on a lot of comic pages, is that the panels in themselves, like by themselves, are so uninteresting.
Yeah.
It's the story they tell, but that's not how I want to tell a story. I don't want it to be uninteresting. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, I don't want to
exactly.
have the panel where she just looks to the right.
Yeah.
With like a diffuse background.
But I guess that's kind of our mission then too. Like
Yeah, figuring out how we
have that sort
Yeah.
of as a little bit of a mission next year, just to try it at
Yeah.
least, see what happens.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you are very like innovative in how you come up with stuff.
Mm.
So like your brain can definitely solve this.
I already have a solution.
See?
Now,
Not do it.
but now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking of having it, like having instead of doing them too small,
Mm.
like do them way bigger, and
So
then
like-
have sort of like that A5 scenery,
Yeah.
and then do a couple of panels so that every page would be sort of like big image, panel, supporting, so you have this sort of like story, big picture, story. Yeah. Somehow. Like maybe that would be more fun for me to do.
That was exactly kind of how I pictured
Yeah.
it in my head as well.
And I'm also thinking of that comic Drown Town. I think that one did some creative stuff
Was
with...
that interactive one? No.
No. Drown Town is one done entirely in acrylics by some famous dude that did stuff that I don't remember now.
Oh, that dude.
That dude. No, but he has like some really nice panels in that one. Like there's a picture, acrylics, mind you,
Mhm.
of a sniper guy holding a sniper rifle, and it just crosses over like the whole panels and stuff. Like it takes up such a big part of the page,
Awesome.
and it still has like little like it's so good. So that one is actually worth checking out. I think I've recommended it in the early days of the
I
podcast.
recognize the name of it.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was the
Yeah.
interactive one.
But it's basically Waterworld, but cool.
Okay.
No, it is.
Sounds good.
No, but it looked so badass. I think Johan Idesjö had it at some point at one of our drawing meetups.
Of course.
Awesome book. And
Nice.
also, he's awesome too.
Yes. Check him out.
Check him out.
Johan Idesjö.
Idesjö. With an No, but seriously, we'll see how I tell this story, because I just don't see myself doing just a billion panels of
No.
boring.
Less is more. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
More is less. No.
We can solve this.
Yes.
Yes. All right. What other predictions for next
I
year?
want to do gigs again. God damn it.
Yeah.
I want to do something. Like, I want to work with, I want to do...
People.
Yeah, I haven't done any real freelance this year, because most of my work is sort of always being there, wherever there is.
Yeah.
So sometimes I travel and I do live drawing demos, or I go places and I work with companies that are fun to work with for me. And this year I've done none of that. Like, I was supposed to do a couple ones early this year, but then, nothing happened, because nothing really happened anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I get the opportunity to, if not attend personally, maybe I'll do, like when I worked with Procreate and I did something, like maybe I'll get a couple of those gigs, because those gigs are not as stressful, because it's usually just one image.
Yeah.
And they needed, like months later or like a month later or 2 months later, that gives me a lot of time to put in an image, so I can plan it in, let it sit, go back, play around, and then stress by the end because I haven't done enough.
Fire up the ass.
Fire up the ass.
Never
yes.
fails.
But it does help, and it is fun.
Yeah.
So I hope to get a couple of those gigs.
Yeah. Like for me, just speaking of people and interacting, like one of the things that I was looking most forward to doing was going to Denmark that I had booked in for the end of January. But now it kind of looks like they're going to be in a lockdown. So
wow.
I've already had my friend and the owner of the shop contact me to give me the heads up, and like it's not looking pretty. So yeah, more or less that's not going to happen. They really want me to come though, which was very nice of them to sort of, or at least the boss to write me and personally say like, we really want you to come. So maybe looking towards spring instead or something like that. So like it's not dead, it's just being postponed.
Yeah, like most things.
Like everything, life, I guess.
Yeah.
But
and that's why this episode is so important, I think, that we don't just wait for things to happen and maybe instigate our own things.
Exactly.
All goes to the shitter.
Yeah. And even though, I mean, we are pulling a lot of this out of our asses, but that's what we do. And
I think that's how like even this podcast was sort of like, oh, we should do a podcast. Like, okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, I thought about this for years. Like, that's usually not how we get things done.
No.
Like, whim of the moment. It's just like, yeah, okay, cool.
Give us too much time, nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it.
We are too restless to be lazy. No.
Yeah. What?
But
yeah, however that sentence works, translate to that and then use it.
Yes, that's how good it is.
That's how good.
What was it? The straight circle?
Straight circle, yeah. Fuck. I actually used that in a sentence.
Oh, you did?
Nobody got it.
Yeah.
So fuck
no,
them.
of course. But yeah, so I would really like to do more guest spots.
Yeah.
Like that was gonna be my thing for 2020.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I'll just do that 21 instead. And then, now I guess we'll
do you
just
remember what we said last year for goals? I was going to
kill
do
myself?
a lot of stuff. No, but then we didn't know that Corona was coming.
No, I know, but I was in the dark.
Okay, that? I thought that was just before that. Like, I think it was that summer and not later. Like, the end of the year, I think we were doing pretty good.
I'm always in a dark place.
Okay.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think I said I was going to go out more. And that was fucking killer. I fucking jinxed it.
Yes, you did.
Because I think I said I was going to say yes to more things. And then no things came up. I was like, I don't have to if no one's asking.
Well, you didn't actually fail.
I didn't fail. There were no opportunities.
Check.
No, because I said that, I'm going to go to more events.
Yeah.
That maybe aren't work related, like, oh, dude, you want to come over to our company? We're doing this thing. Maybe you'll get to meet some people. Just like I was like,
socialize,
yeah.
Spread the word.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. That didn't happen.
No. Yeah, because I
usually
saying that.
go away. I usually tend to not do things.
Yeah.
That I don't want to do. And sometimes it can be like a loss, I think, of an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because we are very good at talking and making opportunities.
Exactly.
And having people.
That's how shit happens.
I think so. Especially for us.
Yeah.
That aren't afraid of sort of accepting or, like talking to people.
Putting ourselves out there.
Exactly. Because I think a lot of people don't do that. And then missing one of these events won't really kill you.
No.
But for us, I think it is a missed opportunity because we do create, like a lot of the gigs that I've gotten are because I was there.
Yeah.
And that I said something, that sparked the interest. I'm like, oh, dude, do you have a business card or can I call you and, and talk about this? Because I think you have like some good ideas. I think Microsoft, that was exactly it. And that was on Twitter.
Yeah.
But
I still to this day have no idea how you got it and managed to pull me into it as well.
No, that was cool.
That
was a fun gig.
Awesome. Yeah,
that they paid us for that shit.
I
don't even remember what they paid us for that. Like, I think it was like too much for what we did there.
Yeah.
And they bought the food.
And drinks.
It
was great.
Yeah.
No, I had a blast.
No, it was a blast. Like, it was
but
basically
stuff like that.
they just said, "Come here, socialize, and draw on the computers."
Yeah, and that was the first time I even touched it.
Yeah,
Right? And I was
I
like,
love
well,
that. I love that.
I wonder
And-
how this works. And everybody was asking me like super questions.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was
like what is the blah 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 and
I'm
this and
like,
that? I'm like, Thomas, answer questions.
how do I touch it? Yeah.
And that's why we don't work with Microsoft no more.
Yeah.
He wants to touch it.
Thomas.
Thomas. My name is Miguel. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, more events would be really nice.
Would be awesome.
or
you know.
even the one would be nice.
Yeah, and I'm
Just
trying to
another
think of ways.
Sketchbook
Yeah.
Heroes event
Dude,
would be nice.
About being grateful last year that
Oh,
we
yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
on the previous episode.
Yeah.
Or last year, this year. We forgot to mention our
So
event
So much.
in
actually.
January.
Oh yeah, that
Uh,
we managed to have the
Yeah.
biggest.
Fucking event
Yeah.
just before shit went totally sideways.
Yeah.
We had our most successful Sketchbook Heroes meetup ever.
Yeah.
And we didn't even mention it because it felt like a lifetime ago.
Yes.
Like in my head, that was last year. No,
Yeah.
it was fucking this year. It was
I
the
know.
beginning of this year. Like it's insane. And it was in February actually.
Yeah. It was.
Exactly, on the date when we posted the podcast for the first time.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. So like the 27th or some
7th or
shit.
6th, I don't remember. It's 27th or 20th, like around there. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
And
That's
it was
right.
insane how good that went,
Yeah.
and that we had to limit the amount of people that could get in.
That was also crazy.
That was crazy.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah,
mind
this is
you.
pre-COVID, just pre-COVID.
Yeah,
Just like, and then
exactly.
in March we started working from home.
But yeah, no, definitely.
So yeah, that I was super grateful for that. It feels like a fake memory,
Yeah.
but it was great. Fuck, I loved it. Like it was so much fun.
Surreal.
Yeah, and that
actually.
people came. Like that is insane.
Yeah.
Like who's spreading the word on this?
I don't know.
Because there were so many people that I didn't know at this event.
Same.
Like, and from what I got from the first event that we had, like, was that some people didn't even know what the fuck Sketchbook Heroes was.
Yeah.
They just like, oh, do you know what the Sketchbook Heroes is? Like, I'm one of the hosts, and I do know what it is.
If
I
you
was
ask
like,
me,
it's
I
a
would just say
podcast,
no.
yeah. So that was a lot of those people, and then
I
on the
had one of
second
those.
event,
I actually,
Yeah.
sorry, but I had one of those people as a client this week.
what?
Yes.
Because of that, or
because
or
just randomly.
randomly?
Yeah.
Holy dicks.
So he, Carl Victor is his name, studying to be a concept artist with Velu.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
so he's on Future Games.
Yeah. So like, we just started talking. He's pretty much like a younger version of us, like
Cool.
hardcore dude, music dude, everything type of dude, and now concept artist dude. But no, so we started talking about random shit and got into me doing a podcast. And he's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, what's the podcast?" And I'm like, "Oh, Sketchbook Heroes." He's like, "What?" So like, did you go to the event and stuff? I'm like, "What do you mean?"
It was my event.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, no, apparently like the Sketchbook Heroes event, they're like kind of big, and like that
Lol.
sounds really cool. I'm like, well,
Lol.
I am like one of the hosts. He's like, oh shit, what? And then like his
Oh,
brain
oh,
exploded.
shit,
Like he
what?
had no idea. So yeah, so extremely random. But yeah, finally one of our, well, I wouldn't call him a fan.
Apparently not a fan. No, just Carl Victor.
Yeah, exactly.
Carl Victor sounds like a good bad guy. Carl Victus.
Actually, yeah,
Just changed the Victor to Victus.
like sounds like a dork when you say it in Swedish.
Yeah,
but
Carl
in,
Victor, and then you say it in
in
Carl Victor.
Yeah, I just call him CV or Kalle.
Not as cool.
No, but yeah,
But
just
then
to-
Swedish.
just to derail, from
Further, yeah.
our ranting of events, but just so random and cool, and I
Yeah.
had totally forgotten that already. So yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. What else do we have?
Else,
2021 December, Boba Fett coming out.
I'm so not excited for anything Star Wars related, but if it's Jon Favreau and Filoni,
You know,
it probably will be good.
all in.
Because yesterday I know we've
all
said
my
that
troubles seem so
Mando
far
is
away.
the best thing to come out of Star Wars, but it really is the best to come out of Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I'm not excited for any of that stuff.
No.
But we'll talk
we'll
about
get
it
into that.
later.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay, so we said that we were going to do podcast-wise, we were going to get guests.
Guests, if
Maybe-
we can do events,
Yeah.
and some form of collab maybe.
Oh, yeah, and collabs is really good, no matter if it's podcast or not.
No, exactly. Just-
I think it's like one of the best things we've said this year, like to do in the future.
Yes, work with people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, need to prioritize work because need to learn
Yes.
a lot of things in very short amount of time, and also deliver a professional level of that said stuff.
Yes.
Work on our own
Yeah.
IPs.
Exactly. Work on the story and more posters, and of course, try to evolve the tattoo poster thing and see where that goes.
I also have one more that I really need
He's
to
raising his hand.
do.
Go, Elias.
Yeah, before I forget, yeah, I'm gonna ramp up my workout routines. Like I need to get back into that.
Wolverine shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Logan.
I need to.
Yeah.
Because that's where I feel comfortable, and not this pudgy motherfucker that I've become.
I'm gonna try to start eating again. We'll see
Eating
how that
is
goes.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good first step.
I mean, at least I'm drinking now.
Yeah. So, and also, I did like this. I'm almost at a year of not eating candy.
That's
So wrapping that shit up
pretty good.
and thinking of for next year not stopping this.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, because I crave nothing, and it's
So
the
it's-
best feeling.
So it's not actually hard work.
Not really, not anymore. Like it was the first like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then, or like 1 month, I was motivated, so it didn't matter. And then by the time I realized I wasn't eating, I just
Yeah.
didn't care.
No, but yeah, I'm lucky that way. Like I'm not craving sweets at all. Like so I don't have that.
Yeah. But I don't crave any of it now. Like I just eat anything that comes my way, you know, when it came to candy.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking of just stick
Cutting.
with it. No,
Yeah.
just stick with that and then be more, be better with my food. Yeah, but I really need to, so I'm going to start eating better just to get in the shape that I want
Nice. Yeah.
and also train the way that I want because I haven't been feeling it.
I just started my sort of breakdance yoga thing.
Yeah.
Just tried it out. It was hella fun, as the kids
There you
say
go.
today. Yeah. So I'm gonna
I'm going to
start and try to evolve it. See where it goes.
Cool.
But
You're going to become one of those gurus.
yeah, that's my goal. I'm gonna start my own sect
Yeah.
and actually gonna serve free Kool-Aid to everybody.
Nice.
So yeah, if you don't know anybody that sort of
Works at the
thinks
Kool-Aid company.
thinks they're good at breakdance but really isn't, like me, send them my way and we can start a new cult sect thing. That was the worst fucking
Wow.
segue
Great
ever.
joke, bro.
Yeah,
Great joke.
No jokes.
But yeah.
Yeah, but just trying to move a little bit.
Yes, because 2021 or 2020 has not been a year of movement.
No.
Like I have walked so little that I should be declared dead or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have not moved. Like there is no incentive to move at all. Like I don't have point A to point B. I'm at point A like all the time. So I really need 2021 to be point A to point B in one way or another.
Just make up the B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make up a B.
Make up a B.
Make up a B. Full circle. Straight circle. Fuck it.
Straight circle.
Straight circle. It's even hard to say.
Yeah, it is hard to say. All right, we need to move on.
Move
I think
on. Yeah,
because
that's
we've
what I was
been babbling.
Babbling.
So yeah,
Okay.
there's probably a whole lot more predictions
No,
that we
there
should be
isn't.
doing.
There isn't, no.
So
It wasn't predictions. It was
general talking of
about next
maybe
year. Yeah.
stuff.
Fuck it.
Yeah, maybe stuff. So moving
Maybe
on.
stuff next
Moving
year.
on.
Hello, welcome back to the tools section.
Oh
with
my God,
me.
he said it tools. He
Yeah,
said
I
it.
know.
He
I
did.
thought about it.
I was
a
like,
lot.
he's gonna do the retro. He's gonna.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. No,
But yeah.
it's tools. I've used nothing because I've been playing video games, and video games is a great play to. No,
Yeah.
go.
Thanks. Panic. Like what? Just throwing it on me. Yeah. So I guess pretty much last time, I will be talking about the
bubblegum
bubblegum tattoo thing. Yes. No, what I have left to do is sort of make it tidier and more solid black and stuff like that. It's very like, what was the word? Splotchy? Splotchy?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not filled in properly.
Mhm.
So just need to go over the whole thing and make it nice and clean and tidy, and then scan it and pretty much send it in. So maybe hour-wise, 3 to 6 hours left or something,
Nice.
if I'm lucky. I also want to put some whites in there and stuff, but at this stage, I'm so afraid to do
But they're-
anything that like might destroy it, because
Mhm.
it's already been like 30 hours of work.
Yeah.
And so once I'm done with the poster, like with just the blacks, scan it, then go on with the whites, scan it, and so on. So like just to,
okay.
that's my
So
control.
you have a scanner even. That's cool.
Yeah, I brought it out from my shed.
From storage, yeah.
It's actually good. It's like the cheapest fucking thing you could ever
Is it
imagine.
one of those Linolite or whatever
No,
they're called?
HP
Okay.
laser something. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay.
It's a scanner. It works.
Dude, I
Yeah.
have this like thinnest scanner. Like.
Oh, this
just
one
an
is not.
A4.
This is like a scanner printer, So
Oh,
it's a
okay,
huge
okay.
fucking.
It's a huge fucking beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I only have it out now because of this project.
Mhm.
So once I've scanned and fixed that, back into the shed it goes. Why do I call it a shed? It's a storage room.
But
Yeah.
shed is fun.
But at this stage, I've realized a few things along the way. Obviously, one thing that I did in the beginning was I poured up all the colors into bigger containers, and I had that open, and like just pretty much covered it with a damp towel.
Mm-hmm.
The ink gets really thick,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't notice it when you dip the needle and work with it, but it clogs the needles.
Oh shit.
So it fucks up the needles. And another thing that I didn't really think about that much is because the rubber is very tough,
Mhm.
it also dulls the needles a bit.
Ugh.
So after maybe an hours of work, you're working with like
Like
pretty,
a
it-
dull needle.
so
yeah.
you need to work harder. Like the more time
man,
that
yeah.
goes, you need to really be more adamant
Stabby,
about what you
stabby.
do and work slower, and like, towards the end you're working with, what are those called, like the virknålar,
Oh shit!
like,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know what they're called.
yeah, those thick
threading
not dull
needles.
needles.
Yeah, those big ones. Embroidery?
Embroidery?
No,
Is that it?
embroidery is the smaller
Oh, yeah.
stuff. I don't know what they're called.
we don't know these things.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not our wheelhouse of
Exactly.
any kind.
Let's call them
exchange.
dull needles.
dull needles. That's what they are.
Yeah, dull as fuck. So like, you need to have new needles and switch
Mhm.
it up every once in a while.
Shit, how many needles do you have?
So I work with 4 different types of needles, different sizes, and I brought in like 4 changes of those
Mhm.
needles from the get-go, because
Yeah.
I imagined that like something might happen. Sometimes those cartridges break as well. Like you never know.
You know.
So now, like, I only have the last needles left. So I only have the one go, sort
So
of.
now you're just sticking with the ones before those?
No, like,
Or you're on the last now?
because as soon as I stop, like, because I can try rinsing out the needles,
Mhm.
and that would work, but it would still be clogging, and it wouldn't like put the color in the most perfect way.
Can you boil the needles or something just to get that color out
Yeah,
somehow? I'm
yeah,
thinking
I
just
guess.
putting them all in and just getting that shit to loosen. Because I'm
But-
thinking there's stuff in there that you can't rinse out, when you wash them.
You can definitely do that, but you would probably fuck up your like the boily thing. Or in my head, I just automatically put
Because
them
people
in
do
the,
that. No, but
the
people do
boil.
that with Yeah, I was thinking of
ke-
one
the
of those
kettle thing.
little like pans.
Yeah, no, I could definitely do that.
Yeah, or just boil water in the thing and just pour it into a
But
glass.
they're made of plastic.
Oh, the needles.
The cartridge.
Oh shit. Okay,
So
okay, you have to do that.
that
whole thing.
might
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
And just in general, I'm like, I don't want to do that, because that's not what you do.
Mm.
But because the project is what it is, I have some liberties that I couldn't do in a tattoo shop because I am not transferring any disease to anybody, and the ink is like not used on people pretty much. I bought it and it's just been standing there like collecting dust. So like all the stuff that I'm using at home is only for this
project.
So there's no cross contamination or anything like that. But it's so interwoven into my way of working that it feels so wrong
to do stuff. Yeah.
Uh,
But that's good
yes, it is.
that you have that.
Yes, thankfully.
Because there are
Training
people
works.
fuck.
But yeah, like to sum up the whole experience, it's been one of the worst and most fun times I've ever had. At this stage, it's just the grunt work left, so there's no actual like skill left in it or anything. It's just like
wrapping up. Yeah.
exactly, just make the black blacker. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, and darkening out some places, adding some textures like you talked about. Just
I think finding a way to do it. Yeah. That was
the little things. And if it all goes to plan, then tomorrow is when I am finished with it.
Damn.
So
And you get to present that when?
So my due date is the 4th of January,
When I start working.
and I will probably be able to present this in June.
Damn.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
that sucks.
That's why I've been so extremely active on my socials, because like all the projects I've been doing this year have been these types of projects.
Yeah.
And I just haven't had time to do anything fun in between those, like for myself. So like I really feel like I let down the supporters or fans because, but
Life, man.
hopefully this is for the greater good. And the greater good.
The greater good.
What is that from?
Shit, I don't know. But it is from, they don't say the greater good, though. But it's something, I just watched something with that.
Yeah, I kind of got the "Do Where's My Car" vibes, Sultan.
Sultan.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I am so happy that sort of Orlando gave me this idea. And I am very, very excited to see where it goes in the future. Like we talked about maybe actually drawing on the thing from scratch and then tattooing just to get it like even more original. But yeah, I have no idea where to take it, and that is the most fun ever. Like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it
new
would be cool.
adventures.
Just do one of your skulls, but bigger, with some details and stuff that you keep adding as you go. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like anything is possible.
Anything.
But yeah, definitely more posters, and I want to perfect that that style, I guess. So yeah, we'll see. Passion projects, good stuff. So with that said, this is the last time.
Exhausted about it.
Yeah, exactly. No, so no more fucking talking about the goddamn tattoo
The
poster.
goddamn anonymous poster made on bubblegum skin.
Bubblegum skin. Yeah, it's been a ride, and thank you for all your support, even if you haven't given me any.
Moving on!
Moving on!
The worst. And we're back, and you're listening to the special episode about the Mandalorian's last episode on the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
What the fuck
I
are you
don't
talking
know.
about?
I don't know. I'm just tired. I haven't slept, man.
He just wants to go home and play video games.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I
Let's
see the
do
symptoms.
this. No,
Yes,
dude,
retro
I'm
time.
so tired.
Retro time!
But retro time indeed.
Yeah.
And
Have
we're
you
going
seen
to talk
anything?
about Mulan.
Oh, yes.
Mulan. I saw it with my kids and my wife, and they loved it.
And my wife.
I didn't love it, and they loved it. And she's like, "Why don't you love it?" And I'm like,
Because it sucks.
It
fucking
sucks.
sucks.
And no, but I
No,
think my kids can't see the stuff, that I hate about it.
Of course not.
And
But so did they think it was a good movie?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
But I've heard multiple people say this.
I think
Also
I
about
totally,
Aladdin. So
But people can die.
yes,
That's like
this
Aladdin.
is also true.
Because those are the same morons that I hate about hate him.
Exactly.
I don't need a reason for not liking the Aladdin people. I haven't slept for 3 days. I don't need to love these people. They're
not even
horrible.
supposed to be here today.
I am supposed
Yeah,
to be
we
here
are.
today. But
The one thing.
but there is no reason to give these people love.
The
they're,
reason is you.
they're fucking a bunch of savages
Yes.
for liking the.
I'm like, dude,
No.
are they really fucking a bunch of
Yes.
savages?
Fucking a bunch of savages. Oh Jesus! Yes.
They're all fucking savages.
Don't
everywhere
quote me.
you look.
Don't quote me on any of this. I haven't slept for a week. I am not a trusty one. God damn it. Okay, fuck that. But they did at least not sing in this fucking movie.
No.
I was so happy because I thought it was coming, and then it didn't, and
Yes.
then it didn't.
That was the best part of this
The
movie.
best part of this movie, yeah. And
That
it
and
does
the
have. It does.
No.
Oh, that paper fucking. Like, oh, we didn't do Mushu, but we made a fucking paper phoenix.
Yeah.
Like,
A
and
kite.
it's not even supposed to be a paper phoenix. It's supposed to be a real fucking bird, and it just looks like this paper flying around in the sky. I'm like,
Yeah.
I made those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, how is that? How did you pay someone CG money for that?
I don't
God
think they
damn
did.
it.
That's probably why.
That's why.
Like,
No,
you're
but
working
the-
for Disney.
But
You
the
don't
thing
need
is,
money.
this movie, like, you have the story.
Yeah. Flawless.
Like, you have like the best storyboard you could ever get. The movie called Mulan.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
that.
you could just do that frame by frame, like
then-
you've done with the other sucky movies that you put out,
Yeah.
and get a decent movie.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I mean, you can still cut out Mushu. You can
No,
still
dude,
do all of that
yeah.
stuff. But there's still a solid movie there.
There is a solid story being told, and you just tell this choppy. And this is not even an Asian joke here, being like, didn't even think of it. No, but I didn't even think about it until I said
Why?
it. No, but as soon as I said it, I was like, that was a bad one. Yes. But yeah,
So bad.
so bad, but unintentional. Stop it! It was unintentional. God damn it! And this movie tells such a terrible story that they just like the added sister and like all the stuff you didn't
why
need.
the fuck
Yeah.
did they add the sister?
Why did they even add all that fucking color? The beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Not just the bad CGI of Mulan jumping around, but also the super bright Samsung colors. Like, for anyone that owns a Samsung phone, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is your phone screen that we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Like, that... like, the colors are just too saturated for anything. And they're just
Shut up.
saturated in that stupid village. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also that, I don't know if you don't read the news or anything,
What
but the
news?
controversy of that place.
Oh,
is
yeah.
apparently,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. But that is another thing, yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's everything they did with this movie is
Yeah,
wrong.
and also I think the actor supported the Hong Kong police
What?
and something like that.
Of course. Of course.
So it
Why
all
am I
just
not
blew
surprised?
back in their face. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And also I think
Yeah.
Disney thanked the people running that place,
of course.
that movie
Well,
was,
they have to. I
that
guess.
just
Thank you
were
for
horrible to people just
Yeah.
before that. And yeah, it's a lot of mistakes are being made, like one after the other.
Yeah.
But I don't even care about that because
No,
I'm just
no.
going to talk about the
The
movie.
movie, yes.
And the movie is not great.
No.
Like, it has the potential to be cool because we have some great martial artists in it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like two of the best martial artists on screenplay.
Yes.
And we don't utilize them. We
At
give
all.
them some stupid lines.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
They do like
Nothing.
one jumpy movie each.
Exactly.
Donnie Yen and fucking Jet Li.
Like-
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Exactly.
I can feel the
Ah.
anger coming back.
And I didn't. And my problem with Mulan is that she is a husk of Mulan. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she is not. Like, I don't know what happened to that. Like, who directed her?
I don't
Like,
know.
there is nothing there. She
No.
is just like a fucking.
I don't
hollow-
remember the woman's name.
No, but I don't think it's her. I think it's the way they chose to to do it. You know,
No,
because
it's
I've
the-
seen
it's
Ben
the-
Affleck be terrible
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Paycheck, and I've seen Ben Affleck be awesome in everything else. You know,
But
except
it's always the director's fault.
yeah.
It is.
I think so. It's the way
Like
they
when-
tell
when-
something.
What it all comes down to. You need a director that can step in and say, this is shit.
Yeah.
You need to do this good. Otherwise,
or
we'll
just no, but
replace
he
you.
but they need to also direct the
Yeah,
actors.
yeah.
You know, like this is you say this because of like
No,
Kevin
this-
Smith.
Yeah.
Like the way he makes his people do their dialogue and how it's written, like it evokes emotion. It's not like just people saying lines.
No.
And in this movie, it all just feels
You need to put them
like-
in the right mindset. You need
Yeah.
to really supply them with everything that they don't have in their heads.
yeah.
Like,
And I don't feel that just
it's easy for us to shit on stuff, of course. Like, I would
but
never
this is
in
Disney.
my life.
You know what I mean? They
be
have
able
all
to
the money
do-
to do this right.
Yeah. But I mean, I would never be able to do like half of the work that she does.
No.
Like the woman playing Mulan.
Oh no, but
Like,
I'm not
because
saying that
she
bad.
is a great actress. Like, she does a good job, but the movie just doesn't.
It's an empty fucking
Yes,
husk. It's
yeah.
like,
Oh, it feels like it wanted too much, but it didn't.
and
like-
it didn't do any of it.
exactly. Or maybe that's just our.
No,
way
but
of
the
thinking.
thing is, like even Donnie Yen and all the others, like there was nothing. There
No.
was nothing interesting happening in this
No.
movie whatsoever.
The characters weren't built.
Jason Scott Lee was the best fucking bad guy, and that witch woman.
Yeah,
Like, they were
he
awesome.
looked so fucking good.
Dude, I was like, is that Jason Scott Lee?
Yeah.
And then like, no. And then like, but yeah, but no. And then it
Yeah,
was.
It was.
I saw it in the end credits. I
Yeah.
had to double check.
No, I saw it straight away. But
But yeah,
But-
he was cool
so underutilized.
Oh,
And,
yeah, dude.
like again,
all the time. And the
Like-
fights when he was utilized was like,
again, like I'm like I want to explode. Like this, it pisses me off so much when they have one of the cooler movies, and
Yeah.
it's like it's so perfect for now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, the Me Too movement has been sort of overshadowed by the whole COVID, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
But it is very like female empowerment is like
Mhm.
on such a big rise everywhere.
Mm.
And this would be like the movie to put your money on for
You think
just
like empowerment
women.
and
Yeah,
stuff
just
like that.
women in general. Like,
Mm.
because it is like the cartoon is. It is such a powerful movie
Mm.
for women. And what does this movie do? It goes against everything
nothing?
that it the original did that was proactive. It goes against all of that because it cuts out the most important part of the movie. And I think I mentioned that like way back. But when she decides to take her father's place,
Mm.
like puts on the armor, cuts off her hair.
Yeah.
It's this big, powerful moment. Even like the music is amazing.
But they
and that's
replaced it with nothing.
with just like, oh, she's in the army.
yeah.
Like she's riding.
No, but
And
they
now
had
they-
a scene that replaced it, and it's so weak.
Yeah. There's nothing.
No, I think she looks back at the camera like with the armor on.
Exactly.
That's it.
No, but that's the thing. It's just
Yeah.
like she looks at the armor and then cut, and she's got the armor on, and she goes out.
And she rides out.
Yep. Like, where's the build?
But
up?
I think
where's the
the
beautiful
whole
thing?
movie is like that. And the sister and the spider thing.
Yeah, dude.
So boring.
Like, oh, I'm so afraid of spiders. And then in the end, it's
yeah.
like, oh, I found a man, and he's not afraid of spiders.
oh, that
So he
is-
can save me now because, like,
I hate that. Like, oh man.
so
that
you had
sister
to
could,
you had to introduce a less like feminist character because Mulan is so feminist.
I don't know.
Or, like how
powerful. Yeah.
why
I don't
why
know.
the fuck?
I really loved the antagonist though, the witch.
Yeah.
Because she's a mirror of what Mulan could turn into,
Exactly.
and like
The yin
you-
and yang.
Yeah, and totally underutilized because
Yes.
when they meet, it's just rubbish.
Yeah.
Like when they're fighting in that yellow
That
ice.
lava thing.
Yeah, but it looks more like ice, and then it cracks, and then nothing happens, and it's just weird.
It's just frozen pea.
Yeah, and it's again with the oversaturated environments and
Yeah.
stuff. And it just like it's that scene and it's the village.
Yeah.
Like the village could have been cool, but
No.
no.
And
And-
seriously, with every part of this movie,
It's ugh.
before the scene, I
Yeah.
I watched it with Anna,
Mhm.
but I told her, like, this is going to happen now. And then next scene, that happened.
Mm.
This is going to happen now. And so, like, the whole movie was so predictable.
Yeah, it is.
As soon as you saw that they broke the code of
Mm.
Mulan, it's just like, well, no, this is like a
Yeah.
genuinely bad movie.
Yeah, and it doesn't have like what they're trying to do the wuxia thing, however you pronounce that. Don't kill me, please. But it's like the like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type of fighting that they're trying to achieve.
Like the flying on the wires.
Yes, it's so poorly done.
Yeah. Oh.
That I get annoyed, because in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, you totally get that they're not doing that for real, but it reads fairly well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like in all these Chinese.
In some scenes, you can see the wire work. Like,
but I mean, like when they're like when Li Mubai, the lead there, and Michelle Yeoh, when they run on the fucking trees and stuff, and they're just grazing fucking branches that wouldn't hold, and they sort of push off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, sure. But in this movie, it's just terrible. You know what I mean? Like there is none of that, like effortlessness that they do in those movies. That they cut it in a way that it looks fine. You know. It's just I got annoyed. Like Mulan does like weird flips and shit and lands on the logs, and instead of having a proper fight with Jason Scott Lee, the bad guy, you have this like shit show of wire work,
just bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, and then just
there
is no purpose. No. He could have just stabbed her.
Yeah, so many times.
Many times. Yeah. Just like, I'll just use my sword to stab you, like the Ninja Turtles would have or didn't for so many episodes. Yeah. No, but it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
And you could argue like, but it's a kids movie. Yeah, well, the bad guys got arrows shot into them. Yeah. Like a lot of arrows.
Yeah, that whole
in a
that
very
was a cool
brutal
scene.
That was
like,
a great
when
scene.
When they're riding and shooting the arrows. Like
that was great. Yeah. Thank you.
But then you're also like, why is she going after them alone now?
Yeah.
Like,
and also her friends got
fucking stupid are you? Yeah.
People were blown up, but they couldn't make a proper fight.
Exactly. Like there's so many parts of this movie, again, that I'm like, I'm just sitting there like ripping my hair out of my fucking skull, screaming at this television, like, why the fuck do you do this? Like, it's like I can't even explain like how they could have thought this up.
Yeah, it's a weird clusterfuck.
We should have done this. Like, we should have made this movie.
I think we would have offended everyone.
Yes, but in the good way.
Good kind of offending. Like when I started this rant about...
You bring in, like, proper kung fu geniuses.
Of course.
To help the kung fu geniuses that are in the movie.
Yeah.
Let's make some cool kung fu stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a Chinese movie. Like, you should have proper kung fu stuff. Right? Easy. If you have these epic battles... Maybe make them epic.
Oh, they were so bad.
Yeah.
Like it looked like theater fighting when they were fighting. Like especially the people in the army when they were fighting the bad guys. Like when they were fighting the randos.
Yeah. Like
it was like theater fighting. Like
yes,
they should have just like had a cluster of people fighting so you couldn't see who did what.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
just have people move around.
And then just have like the main good the people that knew how to fight.
Yeah,
fight in the foreground. just so we could focus
on
them.
Like the Mulan and the dudes.
Yeah,
like that was cool.
Yeah,
for like whatever that was.
The 2 seconds.
Yes,
that it lasted.
That was like you saw potential there.
Yeah,
is what I mean.
You could have done something.
There is. Like, you could have really done something so cool here.
Yeah.
And, like, with the witch character, like, then that took away from Mulan going after Jason Scott Lee. Because he was the main baddie. But we didn't feel that.
No.
Because the female witch took over everything, and he was like, was he manipulating her or not? Like, no.
Dude,
I didn't feel that.
So weird.
Their relationship was so kind of
all over the place. Like, I didn't know. Like, because at some point she was like threatening him, but then I'm no witch. But then they kept calling her a witch, and then she was like, he was like, know your place, and then she was like, I could kill you with a blink.
Exactly.
And like, what's happening? So what's the relationship?
Who is the baddest baddie here?
Yeah.
Like, who are we supposed to be afraid of? No one.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like,
because I don't know.
Unclear.
But maybe we are just like a little too old to understand these movies, and maybe the rest of the world really, really loves this movie. but as far as I've
But
heard,
our friends over at Vanne hated this as well. So
thank
I'm
you.
good.
Oh, good.
I'm good.
Vanne. Can always count on Vanne.
Vanne can always kind of
Yes.
want to hate this shit.
No, but
We should
she's
get
got-
her in and talk Aladdin for an
Actually,
hour. That's a great special
We should.
episode.
You should get her in.
Just
Just yeah.
talk about
Like
it.
have her and Peter in. Like that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause.
Yeah,
I don't know. Are they comfortable with English? Vanne is. Yeah.
I
Vanne
have
is.
no idea.
I know she is.
I need
Peter.
to I need to
probably.
think about Peter.
He is. Yeah.
He's done a
Take-
lot of
take a
interviews.
minute.
No, but he's
Think
done a
about
lot
Peter.
of yeah.
Yes. Oh yes, Peter.
Hey Peter,
Oh.
what's up?
Do you think he loves Spider-Man so much because his name is Peter?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
I think so too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Fucking geek.
Peter Parker.
No, I
No,
miss those.
but-
Miss those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fuck Mulan. I can't talk about this.
Yeah,
movie
dude, I
anymore.
think we fucking offended
Everybody.
everyone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I started off super racist.
not even sad about
unintentional- I started off
Yeah. Chop chop.
Oh man, that was so unintentional. As soon as I said it, I was like, damn it. And I don't think anyone would have thought about it
No.
until I said it.
Exactly.
But then I was like, I said it. Fuck, I said it.
yeah. Yeah.
Unintentional. But moving on.
I mean, you're Greek, so
I'm Greek,
You
so
can, you can say
I
whatever
can't be
you want.
racist
That's the
because
thing.
I'm Greek.
That's the thing. It's your superpower. You can offend
Dude,
everybody.
this is getting this is becoming more and more. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode.
Well, you're putting
'Cause-
me in a really bad spot because I'm the white dude.
Yeah, because Greeks aren't white people.
No.
We're Greek people.
You got
There's
blue-eyed
a
eyes now.
different. We're Greek people. We're not white. We're a minority. We're Greeks.
All right. Yeah, you said moving on already. So
I said moving on. So
Uh,
let's talk about the Greeks. No, just kidding.
Let me talk about the stuff that I've seen.
I need to go back and check.
Because I'm assuming you are going to be talking for like 5 hours about your games.
Oh shit! Oh, the game. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Okay. So I'm just going to send these out there. So first of all, I had to watch Die Hard. So I did. The first Die Hard, Bruce Willis being a badass, kicking Snape's
Which
ass.
one was the first one?
Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh, Nakatomi Plaza,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Yes, cool.
So I wrote, the painting from Ghostbusters 2 is in it.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah, that dude.
The mayor of
What's his
no
name?
shit.
Oh God, no.
No shit. The
Victor something.
Yeah, exactly. Vigo something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Viggy. I don't know. Yeah, but he's in it.
Vigo
and-
Mortensen. Nice.
And I wrote,
That guy is scary.
The end is beautiful. Rotai.
Wrote high.
The end is beautiful, Rotai.
Oh man.
It's an amazing movie. It's like one of the most classic action movies you can ever watch. There's nothing I can say about this movie that you haven't heard already. But it is a Christmas classic, and like you kind of just have to see it every once in a while. So Die Hard for the win. Then I watched a new movie called Freaks. I mentioned it before, and now I actually went back and watched the whole thing. So it's with the guy from Into the Wild. Do you know?
Yeah, the guy that Okay,
I can never remember his name.
I don't know his name.
But he's a great actor. Like he's super good. And so
blue-eyed guy.
yes. So it's basically like a chapter from a New Mutants type of story. So it is like, how do you explain it? You have like these muties that are very, very dangerous.
I'm just seeing mute people.
Yes, they're all mutes. Oh, man, we are literally offending everybody. with this.
Everyone today. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what
Mutants.
happens. Lack of sleep is
God
fucking
damn
up
it.
my mind.
But
Making connections where I shouldn't.
and they are very, very dangerous, of course. So they're treated like nuclear weapons.
Okay.
So hunted down and eradicated. So we follow this little girl who is like almost a little bit like 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like she's locked in a house with the blue-eyed douche from Into the Wild.
Into the Wild.
Well, he's not a douche. He's a good guy.
I don't remember if he was blue-eyed, but hey.
Yeah. No, actually green.
Green,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, so it's very like confusing in the beginning. Spoilers that like. Is she being captive, or like is he a perv, or is something actually happening outside? And slowly but surely we start to realize that things aren't what they seem. I really wish the movie was better, like because the story is
What was
awesome.
it called?
Freaks,
Freaks.
and they're called freaks, like the mutants.
Yeah, the mutant.
And like their tell is that they start crying blood, like so like, but it's very like. You have this little girl, and that's, I think, the weak point of the movie. Like, she doesn't really carry the movie as well as...
She doesn't even know what she's doing.
Well, she's good,
I'm just...
but she's not like the kid from Sixth Sense.
Okay.
You know,
yeah. You don't get that vibe. Yeah.
No. Like, they needed to have cast somebody a little bit better, I think. But she's also maybe like 7 or 8 years old, you know, so you can't really expect that much from that young of a kid. But the story in itself is really like weird and good, and there's something there at least. So like I'm not saying it's a shit movie, but I'm also not full-heartedly recommending it. Like if you happen by it, see it.
Yeah.
But don't be me and buy it, because that's what I do.
No buy.
Just
buys.
Yes. Then I watched The Gentleman again.
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman,
Is that the
Guy
Ritchie one?
Yeah.
I can show you the world, Charlie
and it got better. Like
I haven't seen it, but I saw that it came out.
Multiple viewings is recommended because it is very, again, Guy Ritchie is just like all over the place. And with this, and this is what I wrote, that it feels like an upper class flick. So it's sucking its own dick. But it's...
What the fuck does that even mean, Robert? That's a straight circle.
That is a straight circle. But I still like it.
Okay.
No, but it really feels like, you know, if you get it, you get it. You know, you have to be like this smart to understand this movie. Not the Tenet way, but like, you know, oh, we're so cool and hipstery with our smart ass remarks and these lines and la la la. So like, if you don't understand, then you don't understand. You're not cool enough. That's kind of what it feels like.
Okay.
So it's sucking its own dick.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But it's still a cool movie. I just wish it was a little bit more old school Guy Ritchie than new school Guy Ritchie.
I just every time you say Guy Ritchie, I'm just like Aladdin.
Yes.
Fuck, he needs to do something really good for me to let that go.
Yeah, and that's probably not going to
because
happen.
he needs to show me the world.
Yeah. Well, he did the first Sherlock Holmes, or like the Sherlock Holmes
Did he?
remakes. Yeah.
That was a Guy Ritchie movie. I like that one.
Robert Downey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the follow-ups, so maybe I have.
Game
I
of
should watch
Shadows.
those with my kids. Are they super? They're funny, right?
Ish. Yeah. It's like Iron Man.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that's good enough funny. Like so that I can watch them without dying.
Yeah.
Because I watched Dr. Dolittle and it's fucking.
The first one isn't. I think the second one might be like a little bit more violent than the first one.
Yeah.
But it's.
Is that the one with Noomi Rapace? That's the one I haven't seen.
Yeah. I mean, it's still. Yeah, it's Disney-esque. So I think.
Yeah,
I think they're fine.
They've seen Deadpool. They've seen stuff like that.
They've seen so much worse.
So much worse.
And the last movie that I am going to talk about is You Were Never Really Here.
Oh, that I've seen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That
is a movie that I've seen before you even. That is insane. That never happened.
Good job. With Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was everything and anything and something in between and everything I didn't expect.
Yeah. It was really cool seeing him in a role like this, like very Taken or Equalizer style.
But
so
still
brutal.
so weird. And,
so dark.
And I don't remember the ending right now. Like, just no real spoilers, but I just don't remember what the fuck.
Well, that's the thing about the ending. Because it is very, like, he is so
messed up.
So he's, like, his head is just not there.
Yeah.
And we are kind of in his head. So you're like, did this happen or did
that
happen?
Yeah,
like,
or
what the fuck?
And then like some crying and some weird shit, and then like what? And then diner.
Yeah,
like what?
But it is like
it's so weird.
I still enjoyed it, but I won't. I'm not gonna watch it again.
I'm gonna watch it again. Yeah.
But it's like dark. So it's like
it was super dark.
Child molestation, prostitution, and mother killing. Dark is what I wrote. Like that's how dark it is.
Shit. I started watching The Joker, but watching with the wife, but we never got far because we had watched something just before that.
Okay.
Yeah, The Shape of Water. That's what we saw, and then we watched We're going to start on something, and then we both just like...
Yeah, it's a slow-paced movie as well.
No, but it started off really good.
It keeps going. Trust me. It's
no, but dude,
it is
it was
amazing.
just him getting beat up. That was all we saw.
So, but yeah, my end quote for this movie was, "But in the end, it felt like I never really saw
This,
because it was never really there." So those are the movies that I wrote down that I watched. I've watched other stuff too that's not worth mentioning.
Cool.
There you go. You want to do some game rambling?
Let me just say I did finish season 13 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
And then I got curious about bloopers, started watching bloopers, then I started watching interviews, and you know, the way you do things.
Yes.
You keep watching things. And I want to go back to the first episodes now and just see, because they spent $300 on the 2 first episodes each. That's not a lot of money.
Impressive.
Yeah. So I want to go back and check them out because they wanted to do the opposite of Friends. So I'm a bit curious because, you know, when people do stuff that is successful later with a small budget and stuff, that interests me more than the big budget stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit curious. Just go back and see what sort of created all of, like, what followed.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go back and just see a couple of episodes in the beginning just to see, like, from where I am right now, like, starting on the last season to that first couple of episodes.
And that's why I love doing stuff the way I do it.
Yeah.
Like, because after learning new things about the movie, you're like, oh, I need to see that again.
Yeah, exactly, with that in mind.
And that's why I like, because a lot of people are very, like, how can you watch the same fucking movie over and over and over again? And I'm like, well, that's how I learn, and that's how I discover things, and yeah, because again, being very, very geeky helps. Like, I want to know all of these things. I want to see it,
and also it fuels that sort of like inspiration bank.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm not going to draw Spider-Man, watching Spider-Man helps.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Like, for whatever else, I just want to see cool shit.
Yeah.
Once that cool factor is going on in my head, then I can just transfer it to paper with my stuff. You know
because
what I mean?
You've
hyped yourself. You hype yourself basically
that's
up as well. Like, it's.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it.
But yeah, the game Cyberpunk. Let's get back into it.
Go.
It is a very complex game. Like, there's a
shit.
lot of fucking things to do in that game, and like, bug wise on a PS4 or Pro, it works. Like, I don't have, like, I think the biggest bug I have is that it sometimes crashes. So if I play about 8 hours, it might crash once, but it's never like on a mission or anything. It's just like when I'm strolling through the streets, like, just randomly.
Okay.
So it's never really bothered me, and it only happens like once in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So it really just does. I don't care. Like, it's this blue PlayStation screen error thing, and then you restart the game.
Yeah.
And you're fine. But other than that, that is my biggest bug, and that happens so seldom that I don't care. Like, the rest of it is just fine. And
did you change any of the settings?
No, I have it as set. You know,
okay.
Like, on PlayStation, you can't do that much.
No.
But there are some settings. But I just play as it is. It works fine. But it's just so many things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you can play this game however you want. You want to go sneaky, you do that. You want to go, you know, like, tank, you can do that.
Of course.
And I thought I was going to go in as a tank. Yeah. And just, like, up all the fucking weaponry and then just, like, kill everyone. And I'm not. I'm this hacker dude.
You're a coward, Ilias.
Dude, I am this fucking psycho hacker now that I just make everyone kill each other, and then I just, like, jump in and, like, collect.
Scavenger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I also, like, I'm fighting the game with just a handgun.
That's insane.
So I'm just going around with this handgun that I found that has, like, a high crit. So I can just blow people's head off, and it just, like,
nice.
But you have to hit the head, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because this game said that it didn't, like, a normal headshot does not kill anyone. which is so annoying because you're used to it. You've been groomed to know that headshots kill.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's
but
how
in
you
this
kill
game-
zombies, for fuck's sake.
Not these zombies. But this game has a lot. Like, the only thing I'm missing in this game right now is depth in the character.
Okay.
Like, I did play more story missions since last time, and it's starting to show this other side of V, which is the main character. But I'm still, like, you got some depth to him. You know, his fears and sort of, like, his panic to, like, whatever's happening and stuff like that. But he just he hasn't gotten to the point where he did like Geralt, where he builds relationships with people and stuff. Like, I'm doing missions for people, but I don't feel like I'm connecting with these people. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I don't get that. There are no missions where I do them together with other people or something like that. Just
So you don't build bonds with...
exactly. You have that early on a bit, but it's just like they don't keep it up. And I would like that. But I guess as I progress, you'll get more of Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not there yet since I'm not playing main mission. I'm trying to like get all the other stuff so that I can get the most out of my main story. Because the main story is just 20 hours. I've played way more than 20 hours.
Yeah.
And I just haven't touched the main stuff. But I'm like, that was the beauty of The Witcher. Like, I was walking around, met this lady. She needed help finding her sister, and then I realized that she had murdered her sister because they were both in love with this guy. He was a werewolf. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
I've been there.
Yeah,
I've
and
done
that is
that.
an awesome mission.
Yes.
I was
It's
like,
so random.
and then you get the cool thing about that story is that her fate is in your hands. You could either just help her or leave her to her fate, and the werewolf will kill her.
Yeah.
And then you can kill the werewolf or leave him, whatever.
Yeah.
But it just gives
Life
you all these
happens.
options.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that this game has that yet. Like, I've done some that were super cool, like related to the main mission, like the main thing.
Story.
Yeah, main story. But I would like that on the side things as well, you know. Because right now, all the sort of like random missions is like, oh, help the police. So what does that mean? Kill everyone.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Kill everyone in this area. And
the
it's a
fuck?
lot of those missions. Like,
Okay.
a lot of that fucking thing. That's why I love being a hacker now.
Yeah.
Now I can just have them kill each other. I just, like, hack them and, like, you suicide. Or you kill that guy. Or, like, I'm doing stuff like that instead.
Okay.
So I don't have to go in and keep shooting everyone.
That's too bad. Like, specifically because you've played so much.
Yeah.
And it still hasn't really evolved.
Yeah, but that's
or,
because
like,
I'm not doing I'm trying to build up my character so that I can actually fight some of these
but I mean,
fuckers.
like,
but
those side missions or
I
that
had a
extra
good one.
stuff would
So
be
if you don't want to hear this, like, fast forward about
half
a
an hour.
minute. Yeah. Half an hour. Yeah. No, but it's just like I'm driving up to this place, and then there's this like guy coming running, holding his dick, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And it's just smoking, and he did like some implant or something that went like a black market penis implant something, and it's just smoking. And I have to drive him to the hospital, and
With
just
a
like
smoking
I can
penis.
choose like to make fun of him or like be understanding and stuff like that. And then you get him to the hospital, and it's all over, and then he calls you like, "Oh, dude, thank you, saved my life," blah blah blah, and you make some dick jokes about his situation basically, and then you get some cash, And then I discovered another mission, but it's just that I would like more of those personal stories.
Yeah.
They don't all have to be dick related, but I'm just saying that was just funny. It came out of the fucking blue.
You're not gonna forget that one.
You're not going to
No.
forget it. It's like so stupid and so short,
Yeah.
but it was just funny. It was different. I didn't have to kill anyone. I
No.
just had to drive this
Yeah,
person.
normally what would happen is like he would be chased by a lot of bad guys and you would
Yeah.
have to escape by killing all the bad guys
All the
and
bad
then
guys,
getting
yeah.
him to the hospital.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this is just a guy that needed help.
He just needed help. And that's why I love Rockstar games.
Mm.
That they have these encounters,
Yeah.
like someone was bit by a snake, some other guy was being like his brother was being held by some baddies, and then you have this guy that is just trying to like I don't know, like but the stories have like some depth to them,
Yeah.
And then I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't saved us, like there's this whole like arc there.
Yeah, you get that payoff.
Yeah, and I feel that this game doesn't have that yet. But I've only been running around doing no missions, basically. So I totally get it, but so I'm gonna try to do like go from these like gigs that are just to get money and stats to the side jobs, and then move on to the main story. So I think I'll do that just to get some depth to my character, because right now it's just like I see that there is something there, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay. Interesting.
Because the main character did show some fucking heart. Like, once you've done the sort of like the introduction missions, and you get past a mission called Heist. And also, there are some missions that are really nice, and they promise a lot for things to come. So
Okay.
I'll try to move on and see where it takes me. Can't be playing this game forever. I haven't done anything else.
No. Exciting.
But it is exciting. Don't buy it, though. Like, the game, buy it for PC if you have a high-end PC. And buy it if you have, next-gen consoles. But don't buy it if you have... Or, like, PS4 works for me. But I heard people, like, not enjoying it. So I would wait.
Yeah.
Also, it was retracted from the PlayStation Store. So you can't really buy it.
No, exactly.
Anymore. So
that's why I'm
yeah.
worried. Yeah.
So... if you want to play it, I would say PS5 or a computer.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay. Yeah, but that's really good to know. All right.
And then to
the most
the
important
most
part.
fucking important part of this.
Oh,
holy
God.
shit.
Oh shit.
Like so many nerds cried.
Yeah, let's just start by saying if you haven't seen the last episode of The Mandalorian.
Oh shit, yeah.
Now you sit your ass down and you watch that fucking episode. Seriously, this is no joke. This, for me, was like the best piece of television I have ever seen in my entire life.
And also, the best thing about this episode is that they did what you
what I said
was like a cheap shot or like the easy way out.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
Yeah.
This
dude.
is why you shouldn't listen to fans. Because fans are stupid.
Exactly.
And this proves our point.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And kind of makes us look even more stupid talking about Mulan.
Yeah, exactly. Because we know, well,
But
as
Mulan
you know, that we know nothing. Never listen to us at all. But yes, like you said, oh my God, how much I cried.
Dude, all the nerds.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like Star Wars.
No.
Like, in that sense, Like, this is my favorite. Like, if someone asks me, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm going to say Mandalorian now.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Without a doubt, this is the best. Yeah, the way they handle the whole show.
Dude.
It's so good.
They got more emotion in this tin head and that doll
Yeah.
than anything else that Star Wars has put out in years.
Ever.
Yeah.
like
that
seriously.
fucking doll was so extra cute in this episode for some reason. That is like the best doll that they have. That is fucking...
And again, controversy with removing helmet. Like all of that is gone.
All is gone.
This was
it's
beautiful.
all forgiven. Yeah.
This was so fucking beautiful. So well timed. So like the music was amazing. It was so so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah. No, I started crying as soon as the X-Wing came in.
Yeah. Okay,
That's how much of a geek I am.
No, I
But it
cried
was
more
just-
on the father-son thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That really got me.
I mean, that killed me even more.
Yeah.
That's when I
yeah,
snapped.
that was
That's when I snapped the picture.
That's when they put in the knife and then twist the blade.
No, that's when they put my heart in the blender and press the button.
And then put the knife and twist the blade.
Yes. But it was so cool getting like, okay, let's deep fake. Like that would
shit,
have been,
that
would have been the better option here, I think.
Yeah, deepfake would have been better. Dude,
but
it was fine in the first part. It's when he leaves with Baby Yoda, the last time he does anything.
Yeah.
That one was freaky.
Yeah.
That was fucking Uncanny Valley 110%. Like, that was insanely scary.
But, like, because I've seen this episode 3 times, but the first time... It was like everything was so good that you just
Didn't
shut it off. You saw it straight away, and it was just like that instant of like, oh no, and then it's like, oh yeah, get back into, oh my God, this is amazing. But then when I rewatched it, like it was in your face.
Yeah.
So
he just doesn't fit. Like, he should have been more in shadow or something. That's what
it was
you
like
need with that.
a little too well lit.
Yeah.
We already
and he
knew.
was different.
We
knew
that it was him. It's okay.
Dude, when that green lightsaber, you're like,
Yeah. And you see the black glove. And
Yeah.
like he's wearing the outfit from the Return of the Jedi. Like, oh, so fucking good. But yeah, and just like coming in with the X-Wing and having Gina Carano's like, oh, an X-Wing. We're all saved. Yay.
One
You know,
X-wing.
yeah, exactly. And then he slaughters a whole platoon of the Dark Troopers.
That fight was the fucking softest fight I've ever seen
Oh, yeah?
anyone do. Dude, there was no effort. Rewatch that part.
Oh, I have
Like he
rewatched
does,
it.
dude. He does. Like there is no force.
No,
like,
he just goes in. They're mannequins, and he just chops them
That's
down.
what I mean. Like he was just sort of like they were
Zoom, zoom,
basically
zoom, zoom.
feathers, like moving in the wind because he was moving a little.
In all honesty, they shoot a lot. Like they really shoot him so much, but he just avoids everything.
No, but that's what I mean. Like he
bounces
just
everything.
cuts through butter. Like
It's yeah. He made them look like nothing, which is what like the purpose of that scene was, to show how badass he is.
Yeah.
Like he's so badass that
But is there
Moff Gideon actually was going to kill himself. Like he's like,
oh man, that is
the Jedi.
what is her name?
Huh?
The marshal lady. Gina
Bo-Katan?
No, the Carano.
Gina
lady.
Carano.
Gina Carano.
Gina,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I always forget her name. I looked it up so many times just to not forget.
I can't
But dude,
remember
when
her name
she
in the show
fucking
either, you know.
when he's about to shoot himself, that is my favorite scene with her. Yeah, dude,
it's
that
like-
is the best. I'm like, where was that when we first met Moff Gideon? Like that thing.
Yeah.
Like you should have done that ages ago. Like,
Exactly.
that took way too long. That satisfaction.
Yes. But yeah, just like there's so much that I want to talk about in this episode, but it's all redundant, really. Like I said, for me, this was one of the greatest moments of TV history. Like, it made me so happy. It made me so sad. It just delivered in every possible way that I wanted to, and also because of the last movies from Star Wars having let down Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker as a character so much. Like they just, exactly, gigantic diarrhea crap all over him. And he gets this, or the
this
fans.
was better, yeah.
This was so much fan service.
And this has been a secret for a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
shit.
read online on Mark Hamill's that we managed to keep this under wraps
Holy shit.
for a year
That's
with
insane.
no spoilers.
That's really
that
impressive.
was very good, yeah.
Yeah. But
But that was his redemption arc, like for himself
Yeah.
as an actor or
Yeah,
person.
I think
more
so,
than,
too.
Yeah.
so good that he didn't die this year.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
of course,
Thank you.
fucking Boba Fett died the day before this episode.
Yeah, that is
aired.
insane. What
So we
the
lose
fuck?
Vader and Boba
And
Fett this year.
like within a week,
Yes.
basically. It's just like, what?
Like, ugh.
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
So, like, yeah, probably before the end of the year, Mark Hamill is going to die.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Yeah, I know. No, it's like...
Mark is fun.
Yeah.
Like, he's
I
awesome.
love Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He is probably one of the most underrated and coolest fucking actors
I don't
out
think
there.
he's underrated in the right circles. Like, I think...
No,
like,
in the geek world?
Yeah, in the geek world.
Plus, he
fucking,
is a legit geek himself, which
Yeah.
is the best.
Oh, dude, and I saw Kevin Smith's... That's, like, maybe the only thing I've seen on Instagram was when I went in and accidentally, like, clicked
for,
on
the
his
Mando
story.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was just crying. I'm like, okay, I need to watch
Yeah,
Mando now.
yeah.
Like, I need to watch Mando now.
Yeah. No, that,
I
that was
don't
the
like.
thing.
It didn't say anything.
No.
I was like, I need to watch Mando now.
Now,
Like,
yeah.
I knew exactly what it was about.
Yep.
And then like, this wasn't that bad. And then by the end, you're like,
I had so many messages, like, when I got
watched-
home from
okay,
work,
yeah, okay.
from, like, all the geeks out there,
Mhm.
like, as soon as you see Mando, write me.
Write
like,
me,
you
yeah.
need,
Oh,
like,
shit.
everybody.
Yeah.
So, like, I just stayed away from my phone. And then,
Dude, same. I
Yeah.
did not go on Twitter at all because I knew that this was the last one. I was
Yeah.
like, somebody's gonna
yeah.
fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I was very happy that I managed to stay away from it as well.
Mhm.
I saw it Friday, thank
Yeah, I
Christ.
saw it.
I wouldn't have made it
Yeah.
to Saturday.
No, but I was busy, so I didn't
Yeah.
have time. So and then
But yeah, no, like I said, like I legit started crying when the X-Wing came in.
Mm.
So I missed so much at the end because I was crying so much. So I had to jump in and I saw it straight away after.
yeah,
Immediately started crying again. Like it was just too impactful and emotional. So I had to wait until Saturday to really watch it just a little bit sober and not so fucking emotional. And then I could finally like see it for what it was. But yeah, and then having R2 come in at the end too, doing the
fucking
little
best.
R2
As soon as you like bleep bloop bloop, you're
Yeah.
like, I know exactly where
So,
that sounded.
like-
I love how iconic those things are, though.
Exactly. And that's also so nice to get, R2 back. And because, again, the last few movies have really just shit on everything that came before it.
But my problem with those movies isn't that they're bad. Like, I personally didn't like them. It's that they just didn't have not the fans, but the story they're trying to tell that wasn't important enough.
No.
Like it was some
It got
type
lost
of
somewhere.
nobody was like dick fencing between these directors.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it feels like.
I don't feel like J.J. Abrams was better than what's his face,
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. Fuck. It's just that they couldn't come along and do something okay because the first movie is
Get over it.
awesome because there is like a lot of chemistry. You lose that entirely in the second one.
Yeah.
And then by the third one, when JJ takes over again, that's also a shit fest.
Because then he's just trying to repair what Ryan did.
Or I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's just,
Blah.
blah.
Yeah.
You don't care anymore.
No.
Like, they ruined it, because the chemistry, you can't deny that there is a lot of fucking love in the first fucking...
The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Yes.
The Force Awakens.
It's
There's
got so much
ma-
going for it.
So much. And then by the second movie, you're like, I don't like... I'm going to do my Star Wars. And I'm
Yeah.
going to diss the movie that came before. Like,
It's a trilogy, man. Like, shouldn't they, have written out the whole thing?
I'm so annoyed.
Yeah.
Just give it to Jon Favreau and Filoni.
Exactly.
Because they apparently seem to get what this is about.
They do 8 episodes, 30 minutes each.
Yeah.
And-
Not
and-
even
no.
sometimes. One of them was 20
Exactly.
20
I think
something,
that
yeah.
was Robert Rodriguez one was the shortest one,
yeah,
I
what the
think.
fuck, super short. But it works,
Yeah. But
S-
they
it was so
even
annoying.
within that little time frame, they still set up character and build a bond and fuck, they even make Bill Burr likable.
Dude.
Oh yeah, and I had the story for that one. So actually,
Mm-hmm.
Jon Favreau had written him in. So it wasn't the friend just bringing him in I thought.
Okay, yeah.
Because apparently they don't
Yeah.
really know each other. I just made that up, I think.
Cool. Fact-bagging.
Yeah, I really don't know where I got that from. No, but I heard the story from Bill Burr. And he was at a party, and Jon Favreau came up to him, and Jon said, dude, I actually wrote a small part for you in this upcoming show that I'm doing called The Mandalorian, because Bill Burr has been very vocal about his sort of dislike for Star Wars. So just to fuck with everybody, he was like, wouldn't it be pretty funny if you were in Star Wars when you've been fucking on the whole Star Wars thing? And it was Bill's wife who's slapped him over the head and yes, of course
This
he's gonna
is the
fucking
biggest
do
fuck you.
Yeah, of course you're gonna do this. So that's how he got it. So
That is
actually,
funny.
Jon
That is even a
Favreau
better story.
had written him in to
That
it.
is so good.
Yes. So the biggest fuck you to the it's so
Mhm.
good.
I hate this shit and I'm in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that is so good. That
Yeah.
is, I like it. I like it. Also, end credit scene.
Oh yeah.
Totally didn't expect. I was waiting for the art.
Yeah.
And then just black shit.
Because I was just waiting for
text.
the thing
Yeah.
to
Yeah, exactly.
shrink down and I was that's it, just decompressing, and then all of a sudden, Jabba's palace.
Mhm. Exactly. That was so good. And it's so iconic. I
Yeah.
haven't seen Star Wars since I was a kid.
But you still knew.
But I knew exactly
Yeah.
where we were. As soon as that happened, I was like, okay, there's some Baba action coming
Yes.
right now. Payback, bitch.
And so satisfying when it takes out that
Yeah.
fucking dude in the chair.
yeah, but that's
because
what I
he's
mean.
always he's annoyed the fuck out of me from the first
From the-
movies. He's so
Yeah, just
he's
sleazy motherfucker.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And then he just comes in,
No, doesn't even let him
kicks him off the chair. So good. And
I
that
love how he
end-
dies though. That he kind of dies and then kind of falls over, but then the staff, he gets to this lock.
Yeah,
So he just keeps him sitting, and then he comes in and pushes him off.
yeah,
Very nicely done.
yeah. Just swoops in, takes
But
over.
then the rest of it is just like gimmicky, sort of like she comes in, sits beside him with the gun, sort of like with a drink. I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
is just
But it's like it's just made.
yeah,
like
it's a fucking comic
it's
cover.
fan
yeah,
art.
It's fan
It's
art.
fan
yeah.
art, but movie.
Yeah, it's a poster
Yeah.
happening right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
and it's beautiful. I
Let's
love
see.
how
Let's
it's
see how.
framed.
Yeah, dude, it's
and-
perfect. It's like really
Yeah.
like the way you wouldn't film anything, like straight
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Like really straight
yeah.
on.
That's a good
It's-
point.
yeah, it's
Like,
scientifically,
you wouldn't
dude.
film anything. Like,
No, dude, it is so fucking framed in.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm expecting to see
Iconic.
like the upcoming weeks, expecting that image to show up everywhere.
Yeah.
like all the fucking nerds are gonna be drawing that.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've even thought about it.
So did I.
But to me, it really helped hype up Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is super interesting.
yeah,
Where are they going with this?
yeah. But this
yeah.
is the last Mando ever.
No,
'cause
there's another season.
There
coming.
is another
Yeah.
season planned.
Season 3 is always like it's in the works already.
Okay, yeah.
And
Because
it's being
for me this
released-
was like
Right after Boba Fett.
so we
So-
get this thing in between. Okay.
It's gonna be, I don't know how many episodes. I don't know what they've talked for the Boba Fett,
Mm-hmm.
the book of Boba Fett, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like as soon as that season ends, it transfers directly into
Okay.
Mandalorian. But
I'm a bit curious there.
yeah,
Because for me, it could have ended here. Like that
Yeah.
was it was that good.
Yeah.
Like this is like I don't need more because it's such a good ending.
exactly. But it's also like it opens up a lot new doors and stuff.
Yeah.
But very different territory, and
Mhm.
also like, are we gonna continue on with Grogu?
That's what I was thinking. Like, will there be
is
a
something
Grogu
gonna
one?
happen?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like a time jump, like
Mhm.
20 years later? Anything can happen now. But
Yeah.
it's also that Mando has the dark saber. and
Yeah, they did not wrap
Bo-Katan-
that up. Yeah, they did not. I was
Bo-Katan
going to get to
needs
that.
and she
Yeah.
needs to win it in battle, like legit.
Yeah, but he just took it off. Yeah.
No,
he
he
didn't
won.
kill. But yeah, but he didn't kill
No, but
the guy.
Bo-Katan probably knows that he is the better fighter,
Yeah.
even though she's actually probably better.
I don't know.
And
That's
that,
the thing.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Or will it be that he actually becomes the leader of Mandalore, or
Or I think she's going to die somehow. And then
yeah.
he will have to sort of do it.
Yeah, that feels like a natural.
Like it feels like a
progression
natural,
of it.
yeah, without complicating or like ruining any of the characters. Because
Mm.
that's I feel that I would have just had them fight and then she dies.
Yeah,
But I don't think they want to sort of ruin the character. Like I
No.
would have made her just get a bit angrier or more upset or something, And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I think they will. Like
they
do
need to
something.
build their
They're gonna-
relationship
yeah.
first, so
Yeah.
it's more impactful when she goes.
He's like, I forfeit.
Yeah,
It's yours. Like,
yeah. No, so I mean, it's interesting, but
Yeah.
it's like, can you make a whole season off of that one thing? No, like, and we need Baby Yoda. Like, you can't do a show without
Grogu.
Grogu. So, like, he needs to come back.
I kind of like that he has a name now and isn't just Baby Yoda
Yeah,
because he's not Yoda.
No.
uh,
but I mean, yeah, it is the Baby Yoda show.
yeah.
The-
But they should call it the acid.
Yeah.
No. The egg-eating acid.
Yes, egg eater.
Egg eater.
But yeah, so I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen. I know there's already a whole bunch of YouTube clips out there with like speculation
Yeah.
of what.
But do we know
would be.
about Filoni and Favreau for the rest of the upcoming 1,000 shows that they're planning with, what's her name?
Ahsoka.
Asuka,
So Dave Filoni created Ahsoka, so I'm assuming he's gonna be headlining.
please.
Or leading
And
that.
also same actress. Oh, she's so good.
Rosario Dawson.
She's so good.
Yes, perfect casting.
Mm-hmm.
There were like a little bit of fan whininess because they brought Bo-Katan's character in. She is the voice actor of Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yeah.
And now plays the real live action one. So they're like, why didn't you do that with Ahsoka?
Yeah, I
Because
know. I
Rosario
read
Dawson
that. Yeah,
looks the
she's
part.
awesome.
Yeah.
Please don't change her.
Please. Yes.
Yeah, just dub her. No, just kidding.
So no, but that's an interesting show, and I'm looking forward to that. And my previous statement with, what's her name? Patty Jenkins is her name, the director of Wonder Woman. It's a movie she's doing, a Star Wars movie, not a show.
Oh.
So I can't remember. It's like Rogue Squadron or something like that. It's a very, it feels almost like Rogue One, like a movie like that. But yeah, Patty Jenkins is doing one of those. And yeah, I actually don't know anything about who is developing Boba Fett, or I'm
My friend is doing stunts.
Just ask him.
Dude,
Or them.
that was awesome. Like, I just watched the extra stuff and saw him there. I was like, fuck?
Yes.
Like, need to, right? Like, Joe, is this you? Like, in the end credits. He's like, yeah. I was like,
I know someone.
yeah. And he was like, yeah, I worked on the stuff for season 1 and 2. And then I'm also going to be working on the upcoming show, Boba Fett. And I hadn't read anywhere that it was coming. I was
No,
like,
he spoiled it.
so I was like, yeah. Oh man,
But
yeah,
yeah.
super cool.
And again, like, from being this like whiny bitch about like, oh fuck, they're milking everything, la la la. Now I'm like excited.
But it depends. Like, if they can tie
If
it
they
into
can
what
do
they,
it well,
in
then
this way,
fucking do it.
yes.
But
And
don't
but the movies, like, so far have been so meh.
exactly.
Like Solo, Rogue One had the potential to be good. You just don't care about anyone, so it's meh.
exactly.
You don't.
It's a good movie, but
Yeah,
it's-
well, that's what I
it's
mean. But
not
it's just
more.
like,
Yeah,
but,
I
you
wanted
don't
more.
care about them.
No.
In the end,
No,
like,
no,
not
no,
the lady, not the dude,
No.
like, and.
exactly.
Like, and I wanted to. Like, Kesso steals the show. You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
he's the best. And I heard they're bringing him back in some way or shape or form
Yeah, I heard that
in
too.
something upcoming that I totally didn't pay attention to.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
I've heard that too, but really.
What
don't
was his
know.
real name?
K2SO.
K2S. Yeah, Kesso,
Okay, so
which is like I don't know. Is that a international? Yeah,
No.
cottage cheese. That's
Yeah,
what it's called.
yeah.
In Sweden, it's called Kesso. It's a brand, I guess.
yeah, it's a brand.
Yeah. It's a brand. Also, the most important thing. Let's fuck Star Wars.
Yeah.
The most important news is that in April next year, it's been postponed. We're getting another Mortal Kombat reboot. Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
did,
dun, dun, dun.
I already know who is making it, but I have totally forgotten.
Yeah, I tried to read something about it, but then I had 3 kids at home today.
Yeah.
Like my own and one more, my brother's daughter.
yeah.
So she slept over, and then they had, fun. So they were screaming around me when I was writing to you.
Yeah.
So I was like, blah, just like quick replies.
I got it. It's okay.
It was just chaos, dude.
I was like, you don't need to explain. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, dude, you should have seen it. I felt like the kindergarten cop, like when the kids are just running. Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up! But a bit happier than he was in that scene.
Yes. But Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is coming back, so we're gonna watch that at some point, right?
Yes, of course.
So that one and the Nicolas Cage Jiu-Jitsu movie.
Ooh,
So
I
excited
forgot
for it.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just need some stupid movies
Yes.
my way.
We'll
Like,
also
I don't
pass
need
it.
no more Tenants. I don't need any of that. Like, I need stupid,
Yes.
like, entertainment.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Both Mortal Kombat and
Yes.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
And with that said,
Yes.
thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
And super sorry for this stupid episode.
Yeah.
We should have said that in the beginning.
Well, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
Maybe we did.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're sorry, regardless of what we have said.
Irregardless.
Irregardless.
No. Wasn't that on an episode?
Probably.
Probably was. Fuck it.
So tired. It's the end of the
So
year.
tired. So
Happy
end,
New
end of
Year,
my
everybody.
life. Goodbyes.
Make sure that you stay safe, stay drunk, and, well, enjoy
exactly
what little time
whatever
we
the
have left. The end is nigh. And go watch fucking Mando. Now
Mandor.
you can binge 2 whole
Captain
seasons.
Corellis Mandolin.
Please stop it with the Nicolas Cage.
At least you got it, the ref.
Yes, I got it. Push the button down.
Push the button. Push the button. I dare you. Push the button.